And we are live. So Bitcoin Cash is in a make or break situation right now. And I'm pretty bullish on it because that $500 range that we're at right now, it has held as a support for quite some time now. Since the beginning of the year, we have ranged between 450 and 550 for about 2 months or so. And now we are making a higher low, but now it's looking like Bitcoin Cash is on its way up to make that 600 range into a support, then 700 after that, before eventually making it past $1,000 later this year. Hey, what is going on, everyone? It's John here at Real John Doe on Twitter with Currency.com, giving you guys another update on Bitcoin Cash. Things are looking good once again this time around for Bitcoin Cash. So stay tuned if you're looking for the latest info on the trader sentiment, support and resistance levels, latest news, and also what's happening with the price action. For everyone watching right now, I'm always going to keep you guys updated on top cryptos such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Dogecoin, and even more. And you can see all the videos right here on our channel. And if you ever need some of the latest information, this is where you can stay up to date. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And also, if you are enjoying this video, take 2 seconds right now to smash that like button. Give us that thumbs up because it does help the video keep a good ranking and also helps even more people stay up to date with the latest content on our channel. Okay, so now it's time to give you guys the trader sentiment right now for Bitcoin Cash at the time of recording. Looking here on Currency.com, it's showing 84% buyers, 16% sellers. The price is pushing towards the highs of the day. The bulls are starting to come back. And you can see since the day started, Bitcoin Cash bottomed out down here, close to around 430. And now it's all the way back up to around 520, pushing out each resistance level on the smaller time frames. All right, so here we go. Let me give you support and resistance levels to look for Bitcoin Cash right now in this next month or so. The first level of support right around $500, which is right around that 50-day EMA. After that, we'll look at 450, which was the March lows, and then 390, which was the January lows. And then towards the upside for resistance, first levels we're looking at is $560, which is pretty close right now, and that is the 21-day EMA. And then 630, which was the January highs. And then we also have around $700 as a resistance, which was the range for the February highs. So let's start off here with some news on Bitcoin Cash. Pretty good news here actually that just came out. It looks like Google Finance has just added Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash to its crypto section in the finance tools. And this is one big step towards worldwide crypto adoption from the biggest search engine in the world. And a new Bitcoin Cash documentary just dropped right here on YouTube. It's about 37 minutes long, and it indicates some bullish plans that are in the works for Bitcoin Cash, being a peer-to-peer currency that Bitcoin Cash is and that Bitcoin has failed to become. And this documentary does have quite a bit of good information supporting the bullish viewpoints that Bitcoin Cash is headed towards a breakout in 2021. And you can watch the documentary here on the Bitcoin Cash site YouTube channel. There's a lot of people speaking in it regarding Bitcoin Cash, the infrastructure, what is Bitcoin Cash, the people behind it, the apps being built, adoption, the bigger picture, and also how more community members can become involved. And speaking of community, Bitcoin Cash node received an anonymous contribution of 1,000 Bitcoin Cash. They went to Twitter and made a tweet here saying, "We are grateful to have received another large anonymous contribution of 1,000 Bitcoin Cash to the Bitcoin Cash node project on February 19th. Thank you to whoever donated." So it does look like a lot of money is being put towards Bitcoin Cash development. Also here you can see we are one step closer to DeFi on Bitcoin Cash, as Startup General Protocol has raised now about $3 million from investors. And this is the one we talked about in a previous video, which is the firm behind the new AnyHedge protocol, which is expected to be the first decentralized finance project, in other words, DeFi, built on the Bitcoin Cash network. So overall right now, there's not really any bad news for Bitcoin Cash. Things are looking good. So now it's time to see if the price action can also move towards the bullish side with the good news that's been coming out. And if Bitcoin itself continues to show strength, then I expect Bitcoin Cash to even show more strength in terms of price action towards the upside. I can see Bitcoin Cash right now. We are ranging between that 500 to 550 range, which are the similar levels from January before breaking down, but and then making a new yearly high. And if crypto does stay in a bull market for the remainder of the year, and I can see Bitcoin Cash making its way up well past $1,000 later this year. But let's talk about the short-term expectations for now. Take everything level by level. I'll keep you guys updated on the journey all the way up to $1,000. But for now, let's talk about in our last video where we were at. I'm going to play back a quick clip from the last video. Look at what we were expecting for the price action. And then when we come back, I'll give you my bullish and bearish price targets for later in the month of March and potentially April, 450 range. And that's where the price has been trading now for about a week or so. And now it's looking like the price wants to flip that 450 range into a support, bringing us back to that January trading range. And if that can happen without giving us a lower high, then we can see Bitcoin Cash heading up to my first price target for the month of around 550. And the price range that we're trading at right now, it is a good spot for buyers to come in because we are sitting at a strong support with not too much daily momentum to the upside. You can see the RSI is barely making it above 50 so far, and the stochastic just crossed over and is also heading upwards. Price has recovered now from those lows about 20%, and momentum is not too high to the upside, indicating that there is still quite a bit of room left to head towards the final target of about 650. So compared to our last video and where we're at today, we were right on point on what we were expecting. The first target was right around 550, and then the next price target was right at around 650. The price broke out, went well past our expectations, went all the way to about $800, and then we did range at about 700, which eventually broke down back to that 50-day moving average. And we did make a higher low, and now it's looking like the price wants to reverse and go test those highs once again. All right, so this is my bullish expectations for Bitcoin Cash in the short term, and also I'll give you my long-term target. Right now, if you look at the RSI, we did get a low here at about 40. The stochastic is also crossed towards the upside with the lows at about 20. And if you look at the price action for Bitcoin Cash right now, we did test this 21-day moving average resistance level. Right now, it's looking like we are going right back up to test it again. And the two scenarios I see happening, either we're going to flip it into a support and be above the 550 level, or we're going to break down and go test that $500 support once more before breaking out this second time. And that would also line up with the RSI making a higher low and going into an uptrend for the month of March. And also with stochastic also heading up towards overbought. Let's say we do break out. My short-term target right now for Bitcoin Cash is going to be right at around this level up here at about 600 to 650. And if Bitcoin Cash can make that into a support sometime this month, then I expect a new yearly high sometime in the middle of March or even towards the end of March, beginning of April. So my first target would be at around 650 to test once again in March. And then after that, I'll be looking at about 950, right below that psychological $1,000 resistance level. And those are my two price targets for the next month or so, if things do remain bullish for Bitcoin Cash. But be aware, March has been a range month in the past, so we also could move sideways, and this could all be delayed for April or potentially even May. And if Bitcoin Cash does break out towards the upside, it will be great if we have some consolidation here above 550 and the RSI can cool down. And if we do break above the $700 level and find a support right above that, then I hope when we do start consolidating at this $800 support range, the RSI will also not be in the oversold, because if it is, then we most likely will come back down to test this 650 support, which also lines up with a trend line, something like this, indicating a higher low, which is still bullish for Bitcoin Cash. And then towards the downside, if things don't work out as planned, we have a resistance right up here, 650. We have a resistance right at around 550, and we have another one here in that $700 range. We will need to see how momentum is each time we test each one of these, because we could also have a lower high from these yearly highs and form a downtrend right back down towards this 200-day moving average, which would be right at around $400 or so. And looking at the support levels that we need to hold, we have this $500 level, and then we have this $450 level. And then after that, like I mentioned, we have this $400 level that will be right around the 200-day moving average. If that doesn't hold, then things will look pretty bearish for Bitcoin Cash for later into the year. And that means the $300 range is a possibility. So my two bearish targets right now for the month of March, I'm going to be looking at that 200-day moving average close to $400. And also, if we do have a double bottom at around 450, I will be looking at that as a bearish target. And I can see both happening, something like this. Either we reject at this resistance level and head back down towards here, or even we head to the upside to that 650, potentially even test the yearly highs and have a rejection, giving us a lower high, heading back down to the 450 to 550 support range. So there you have it. Quick overview here on my bullish price targets. First one at around 650. I expect that to test at least once in March. And then if things do remain bullish, I expect a push to around $900 to $1,000. And we test that level with a potential breakout, but who knows? That'll be for a later video. And then to the downside, my price targets. First one is right around 450. And then after that, right around 400, which is close to that 200-day moving average. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you can come back in the next video and we'll see how things are looking for Bitcoin Cash. And don't forget to also leave a comment below, share your view on Bitcoin Cash right now. And also don't forget to leave your feedback on this video because it does help us with what to work on and what to give you guys in more content to come. Thanks for your time and tuning in with me, John, here with Currency.com. Good luck with your trades. For more trading videos just like this, please subscribe to our channel.